everyone, thank you for joining us and welcome to Populous World's first interactive Q&A session. So this is the team. I'm Lu Chan, Head of Marketing, and the rest of the team will introduce themselves, starting with...
I'm Steve Nico Williams, CEO, founder.
I'm Oparaocha CTO.
My name's Alex, Head of Business Development.
Okay, so we're going to start with the questions that everyone has sent in to us. Thank you so much for your questions. So the first one, we will go to Steve. I'd like to know more about the progress of the PXP platform. Is it an ongoing development right now, or does it need to wait on hold until the XAUP wallets are debugged? And how soon do you think until we can actually use it?
Well, yes, the PXP platform is ongoing at the moment in development. Like previously stated, we have given a release date for the beta, which is in June the 15th. It has no basic reliability against the XAUP, so once that's ready, people can start testing the beta on it.
Okay. What is the greatest current need of each of the three Populous World platforms? PIP, PXP, and PDEX.
Well, first and foremost, our main priority is the PIP platform, Populous Invoice platform, which is the original concept of what we established from raising funds from the ICO. That's our main priority. So the second on our priority list is the Populous XBRL platform, the PXP, which basically comprises of all the financial tools and data sets that we use in determining the creditworthiness and bankruptcy rates for the companies that are raising invoices on the platform. The third on our list is the exchange, which basically combines the whole project together in terms of liquidity and transferring of tokens and basically releasing payments to invoice buyers, which makes it more easier than actually going via an exchange.
Great. Alex Oritogun, let's get your questions up. What is the projection for monthly invoice volume over the next 5 years?
So the main focus for Populous at the moment is to get quality clients on the platform. So there are two aspects that we're currently looking at. Is the quality of clients, the number of clients that we're actually putting on the platform, and the actual invoice value. In terms of monthly volume for the next 5 years, it's quite hard to predict at this point in time. The main aim is to actually get the data book up to 10 million. So that's our main focus at the moment. Again, to try to answer the question of 5 years, is obviously to be very close to the top of the industry in terms of our competitors. So to answer that question, we're more looking at what we need to put in place now so we can achieve that £10 million target.
Okay. Wisdom. How and when will the bidding process be remedied so that anyone who wants to purchase an invoice will have 100% chance of obtaining one?
Well, recently we've allowed users to obtain a 15 minutes notification before any bidding or auction starts on the platform. And we felt like that was a reasonable adjustment to how the system currently worked, right? Because from what I saw, it is unfair where most people would be sleeping, others had the opportunity to be awake and waiting for that auction to go live straight away and buy it. But with changing the bidding process and making it fairer for everyone to get an opportunity to bid on it, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but again, what we don't want to start doing is putting restrictions in place that would prevent a single individual to purchase the value of one invoice. We as a company don't feel that that is reasonable enough to implement. The best solution that I could think of, which will happen, is increasing the number of invoices, like Alex has said, increasing the value of invoices flowing into the platform, which would then mean that everyone that is on the platform that is participating in an auction would have the ability to get a piece of the cake.
Good, thanks, Wisdom. What is the team currently doing to increase awareness? I'm actually going to answer this. So at the moment, I think the most important thing is to create awareness for SMEs, obviously to drive more invoices and invoice sellers. So we focus heavily at the moment on business related content. So at the moment, we are pushing out a lot of content. We are creating a lot more articles heavily onto our blogs. We're also creating a lot of video content. So we're working on our current marketing campaign that is a general overview on Populous and what we do and who we help and how we facilitate that. Social media is, in my opinion, an integral part of how we create awareness. It's, I think, something that everybody is on constantly. Everybody likes to see visual content, and so we're posting heavily on all of our social feeds. So on our Twitter and Instagram mainly, and also our Facebook and LinkedIn pages. You can also check into our forum, which will give you real-time updates on anything we want to announce or any news or anything that we just want to talk about and share with you guys. Wisdom. If liquidity from regular people dry up, so one can always count on being able to sell tokens, and it is not dependent on if someone else actually wants to buy them. Withdrawal fee, would that not be easier to be done in profit tokens, or is it important for the movement of PPT that it is done in PPT?
Well, I think it might be two questions in one, but I'm guessing for the first part, the user is asking whether Populous would always come in to purchase any tokens that are out in the market whenever possible. To answer that, we've added USDC conversions onto the platform itself, so users right now don't actually have to wait for the exchange to be fully developed and out there running. As of this moment, when they do have profit tokens that they want to take out on the platform, in the withdrawal section, they could actually convert it straight to USDC, and they would go to any external wallet that they've got in place. To add on to that, right, for some users that do want to participate in the XAU Series 2 sales and whatnot, a member suggested that, you know what, they could actually add their Populous deposit addresses as an external wallet, and then take out the USDC onto the Populous deposit wallet. This means that it would actually go directly, it would feed back into the platform, and they could use that USDC to purchase additional XAUPs.
Yeah.
In terms of liquidity drying up on the profit tokens, that's not a scenario that would occur, because each token is backed by the underlying fiat currency. So that will determine whether an invoice gets paid. Once it's paid, then the funds are basically in our accounts, and that is what backs the token one-to-one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that, Steve. Steve, is Populous World considering a fairer global invoice bidding process, such as only allowing group bids with a maximum percentage bid per account, rather than the richest and fastest solo accounts taking and winning the majority?
I think Wisdom touched up on that, kind of similar to the question that was just previously asked to him. Simple answer is, currently at the moment, we see the platform as being fair at the moment, in terms of who wants to bid as a first come first served basis. In the future, what we will see is, as the volume increases of invoices, the issue of individuals not being able to bid would no longer be an issue. So I think that is the outcome that we're looking for in the future, rather than adding on to more development and extending the layer of the platform, going fully live.
Alex, what business activities are you planning on doing to increase business on the platform?
So currently what we're doing is developing an in-house business development team that will be tackling the XBRO data that we have. We we've hired a few people in-house. They're currently undergoing training, learning more about the industry and about Populous. As well as this, we are looking at strategic partnerships for other territories, such as Australia and Hong Kong. And there are other activities and initiatives that we're putting out there that we're keeping close to our chest at this point in time. We're trying to adopt the Apple approach here. We've got a lot of competitors, so we don't want to give our unique selling points. As well as their in-house business development team, we have a few strategic partnerships with organisations in Australia and in Hong Kong, so we can really be a global platform. And again, we have a few initiatives that we're keeping close to our chest, where we want to keep our unique presence in the market. So we are keeping a few things on the ground until they materialise.
Great, thank you, Alex. Wisdom. What can the community do to assist the team in reporting bugs, suggesting UX UI improvements, constructive criticism, etc.?
Well, any feedback is a good feedback for us. We've recently got the forum up as well on the main website. In the forum, we've got a project development board, and within that board, we've got a testing section. And so, if anyone does receive any issues, technical, design-wise, if you don't like how it feels, how it looks, put it up there. Let's have a look. Let's hear from you. Let's see what we can do, because at the end of the day, the user experience, it doesn't just affect a single person, it affects everyone that uses the platform.
We also have tech boards on our forum as well, so the community can post issues and suggestions on there as well. So the forum is actually a great way for people to communicate that way. Can you give us an update on any new hires that have joined Populous and may not be represented on the website yet? As of, I think it was earlier this week, we've announced our new credit and risk analyst, Jeremy Carvalho. And also from the 1st of December, our non-executive chairman, Kevin Ashby, has joined the team. And I guess our sales team is just ever growing and constantly growing. So we're constantly adding to our sales team. Alex. This is a great question for you. Okay. What are your genuine concerns that keep you up at night? You don't have to get too personal.
More invoices.
That's one.
More invoices.
More invoices, yes, risk. At this point in time, no major concerns. I think at this point in time, what we're doing, the foundations that we're putting in place, has set us apart from our competitors in terms of our onboarding process, our customer service, actually getting funds out to businesses. It's probably second to none in the industry at the moment. So if I say I'm having a concern, it will be when we hit maybe year 3 and we have multiple clients. Will we still be able to keep that competitive edge and still be nimble, fast and responsive? I think that's probably one of the 2 things I'm thinking of.
And in terms of invoice financing, why would you suggest that as an alternative, perhaps preferred method of funding now for SMEs, and what are the benefits of it as opposed to just being available cash flow? How else can we help business owners?
Sure. Invoice finance is quite unique in the sense that other forms of finance are usually capped or limited. A loan is capped at a certain rate, an overdraft is capped. Invoice finance is a revolving facility where it increases as the business grows. So a lot more businesses are adopting invoice finance as their first choice or form of finance because it grows with the business. We're not, yes, we are lenders, but we're also a business partner. We grow as you grow. So I think a lot of people appreciate that. In the recent lights of this sort of Brexit, a lot of the big banks are pulling away from lending to small to medium-sized businesses. So we've come at a good time. People like what we're doing. They like our uniqueness, our different approach to invoice finance.
Yep.
People are also able to pick and choose what invoices they finance on our platform, which
makes us truly bespoke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. A lot of the lenders, the big institutions are not offering to clients at the moment.
Okay. Thank you. Next question is for Steve. How will we use PXP, including spending PXT to purchase the strategic BI? Maybe a mock-up demonstration of what it will look like on the screen. I actually want to say that we are going to have a tutorial soon and pricing on how to use PXP and how to purchase reports on PXP as well. Did you want to maybe add something? I know you've actually posted something recently on your Twitter about demonstrating how to use it as well. So I think there will be constant updates and videos to come on that as well, won't there?
Yeah, so recently, about a day or so ago, I posted up a quick time video. That is not a basically a tutorial. It's just a basic update of functions. A lot more of those will be coming online as and when we feel they're completed. To touch on the point, how will people use PXT on the platform? PXT is an access to the Populous World platform. So, in order to gain full functionality to the site, or gain a full functionality to it, you need PXP to access the data on the platform. Some of our competitors generally charge a annual fee, which ties you in, which is basically limits the kind of people that can use certain types of database. With PXT, it will work as a pay-as-you-go sort of basis as well. And with PXT, you'll be able to sell the reports that you create if you want to, as well as pull data from the platform via API, which would be charges and credits from your PXT.
Okay, thank you. We're almost there, guys. Don't worry, there's only a few more questions left. Steve, what is your long-term vision for the Populous World ecosystem? How do you define success? And what is the reason you and the team have the spirit to outgrow yourself?
Okay, so at the moment now, I won't say I won't define Populous World as a success at the moment, because we have long-term future goals which we haven't yet reached. What we would like to see in the future is at least selling Invoice in 3 or 4 countries. Our liquidity pools filled to a satisfactory level. That we can help more businesses fund invoices. Tighten up around our KYC process. Which we've taken steps towards as well, which would add to the overall success of the platform in terms of usability. I think those are more the key elements that will contribute to success. But at the moment, we're still far from there. We do feel we're making a lot of progress, but we're in a good position at the moment.
We are. We're a great team. What are the top 3 priorities for Populous World in 2019? I was going to answer this, and if anyone wants to contribute, I would say obviously getting a consistent stream of invoice sellers, and also going global to provide our service to anyone who requires us. Wisdom, Alex, do you have anything you want to add as a priority to that?
In terms of priority, I would say for last year, and you know what, for the beginning of this year as well, we've pretty much focused too much on the invoice buyers, right? We've looked at their issues, we've focused on it, and it's about time that we actually went back and went through the experience of the sellers, the people who are actually bringing invoices and money onto the platform, and see how we can better improve the experiences. Alex, have you got anything else that you might?
I actually kind of even add to that. I think that's definitely an initiative that we're pushing forward now. We had a control model towards the end of last year. We put multiple invoices there. We had a lot of feedback from that. We've dissected it. We've improved a lot of things. Again, we've got an amazing team here. We've been working around the clock to fine-tune the whole process from start to finish, and I think we're getting there.
Yeah. Wisdom, what percentage of things on the software side need to be completed before we are live and running smoothly?
So we need to understand that there's always things to be added, to be removed, to be modified, and pretty much just making sure that we can provide the best experience for each user type as possible. So for invoice sellers, making sure that they've got the best, making sure that there's nothing hindering them from getting onto the platform, reducing the amount of time it takes for a user from visiting their homepage up to being able to list an invoice. So being able to reduce that time so small that it's as simple as anything else that that user or any other website that that user might have used. So just little things here and there that we need to resolve.
Okay, thank you. Steve, what is your idea or plan to get more participation in bidding in the interim while invoices are relatively scarce?
Well, there's not really an answer to that question. At the end of the day, if invoices are scarce, we just have to wait for more invoices to come on to the platform, and bidding will increase along with the invoice volumes.
Great. Thanks, guys. That's the end of our Q&A session. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Remember to follow us on our Twitter at @BitPopulous, join our forum at forum.populous.world, and follow us on Instagram at Populous World. We love to hear from you guys, so please communicate, send us your thoughts and feedback, and we'll see you all very soon.